adults when they're 18 or 21. It depends
So that's
where
kind
you
of the
live.
problem. That's what the whole topic is about, right? Like, why are we making kids wait? Like, you don't think any child should be like dating or have any types of crushes under the age of 18?
No, of course not. They can, like experiment, but I won't really say that we're kind of pushing kids to be heterosexual. I'd say let them see for themselves, because but I wouldn't really associate sexuality with children.
I don't know
That's
why
not
people.
really.
I remember growing up. I don't know if anybody is my age, but I used to read like this magazine called 17. I don't know if anybody ever did that. But it talked about like relationships and crushes and all that stuff. And it was for kids like in teenage years. Like, can we stop pretending that children don't have crushes or are not dating when they're young? 17 magazine, you guys remember that?
I would state in the screen behind you or wherever you're posting that rather than putting kids, put teenagers, because at least teenagers have a mind of their own. Children.
I disagree. I think kids of any age, even when they're young, really young, they can recognize that they have crushes. And if they recognize that if a boy recognizes that he has a crush on another boy, we should be accepting that.
I didn't start looking into relationships until I was in secondary school.
Hold on 1 second. So, Amy, when you were about 7 years old, did you have like a crush in school? Were you like, I like him. He's cute. I like being around him.
Not really. Every boy hated me. Every girl hated me. I didn't have any friends. But I didn't have any attraction to them. It was more of a friendship that I would like to form rather than an attraction.
Okay, but let's say, I'll say it for myself. When I was that young, I had crushes on little boys, right? And I was like, oh, they're the bee's knees. I want to hang out with them. And it was very different, removed from the other boys that I hung out with. Do you understand that concept?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can agree it does happen.
In some cases, yeah, people like.
Right. In my case, did it happen? In Mel's case, did it happen?
Yeah.
Correct. So it can happen, and it can happen with. Are we allowed to say gay anymore? Because everybody, I'll say with queer children as well.
I do on here on mine, and knock on wood.
Nothing happens. Yeah. So if there are queer children, they can experience the same thing. Why wouldn't they? And I'm not understanding about the 16, wait till they're 18, wait till they're 27 and 42. I don't understand that because we are constantly developing body, mind, the whole thing. So are children. So why would we stunt their growth by saying you can't be who you are until you're 18?
Right. And this is also leading medical consensus as well. You sound like you're from the UK, so I can't speak for that part of the world, but at least here, like all the leading medical organizations are in agreement that sexual orientation develops in early adolescence.
I will still stand by what I say about kids, because to me, kids is like minors and.
Okay. I mean, they are. Yeah, I had my first crush on a boy when I was 5 in kindergarten. I remember it. I remember telling my mom. I remember it very clearly, actually. I had boyfriends when I was in like 5th and 6th grade. So that was like, 10, 12 time period. I started dating like my first like serious relationship when I was 14. I mean, I don't know why people keep acting like you have to be an adult to do these things. Just because I was straight, it was fine, I guess.
And also, all we're saying is that if you recognize that a child is gay, just let them be gay. Don't push them to be the way you want them to be. Don't say, no, girls are supposed to like boys and boys are supposed to like girls. Don't do that to them.
Right. Like, my parents never discouraged me from being straight. Like, that wasn't a thing.
Yeah, a child that, let's say a 13-year-old child that knows that they are gay. What is the difference between that and an 18-year-old who knows that they are gay? Where's the difference between those?
A 13-year-old is more wary of their surroundings. A child like under the age of like 5 is still developing. It's like, well, the last thing I thought about when I
Amy,
was five
we're
was
constantly developing.
relationships.
We're constantly developing, Amy.
But the last thing I was thinking about when I was 5 was relationships.
Yeah, well, that's you, Amy. You also mentioned, and I mean no harm when I say this, I mean in recollection, you said you didn't have any friends, male or female. Sounds like you had a little bit of a different experience, perhaps unique experience that others didn't have. So taking that experience and putting it into those who did, into gay children, people who can recognize who they are, is I don't know, I would want to be more educated if I was in your shoes.
Okay, so I won't put it to my perspective, but I work in a nursery, and the children that I work with interact with every gender, people of different cultures. They don't look like they want to start a relationship or an attraction to a different, the same
I
gender.
don't know what
or a different
age
gender.
range. What age range are these children that you're talking about?
5 to 6.
The 5 or 6 year olds have never said that they thought another 5 or 6 year old was cute.
No, not while I was there. They mainly fought about toys that they wanted to play with and argued with each other and fell out. They didn't talk about things that they was attracted to. At that age, they was just developing and playing and learning through play and stuff. It's not.
Sometimes children actually won't share that they have crushes on other kids with adults either.
Okay, so we'll put it like what you said. They won't share that information, but they'll want to, like you said, you were preferred to hang out with the person that you was attracted to and wanted to get to know more. Whereas the place that I'm working at, every child interacts with everybody else. It's not just
I don't even believe that either, that every child interacts with all the other children. I mean,
Amy, you would know it's every child unless you were in a controlled manner, be able to have every child tell you that.
No,
every single child would have to, in a controlled environment, would have to come up and you would say, what kind of feelings do you have, XYZ, and you do a little mock interview. So if we're going to say definitively every child, then I would assume that you have taken this approach.
Well, we encourage the children to interact with who they want to interact with and as many people as possible. That's how they make friends at that age.
So you encourage them, or they just do it on their own? Because you just said the opposite.
Yeah, so we encourage them, but they do it on their own.
Right.
So
it would be really naive, though, to think that children don't prefer, or human beings in general don't prefer hanging out with other human beings. Some human beings over other human beings. Children do the same thing. They'll have best friends. There are children that they will prefer to hang out with, and then there will be children that they may find to be cute or attractive. They want to hold hands with. They want to be their boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever. That's reality of childhood. This is.
Yeah, I don't think that at all.
Yeah, well, you're wrong. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, Amy, are you a teacher?
Yes, well, I'm a trainee teacher, but I have.
Have you gotten to the child development? Have you gotten to child development in your training?
Yes.
Okay, and what do they teach you about behaviors, general behaviors with children, in terms of interaction, interpersonal skills?
Yeah, they don't teach us anything about attracting to the other genders. It's more along the lines of the long. It's more along the lines.
Hold on. So, have you learned about cognitive behavioral skills with children? What have you learned in terms of interpersonal skills with children?
The whole child, what they might be feeling, cognitive development, physical and mental and social development. I'd say that's about it because they all come in under one.
Awesome. My question is what? My question is what have you learned about those?
Well, I'm not gonna name everything because it's too long. But none of that was to do with the attraction of other people. It was friendships, and that's what we call it. It's like,
Right, but there is a thing called with relationships that are built. I think you're taking this in a clinical sense, like relationship means like, let's go to the movies, buy me dinner, we'll see how things work out. We're talking about connections. We're talking about
that's not what it
connections.
means. Relationships can be all sorts of stuff. It's like a relationship.
Sure,
is a
but you're
friendship
talking about
between
it as
people.
crushes. You're talking about it as crushes. We're talking about connections within that. You're like siloing that. I just don't understand. Through your experience, you said that every child in your place, they don't like care about this or something like that. But when asked, okay, have you had some kind of mechanism where you have learned from every single child from them directly that they don't have crushes? I'm not understanding where that would be a basis for some kind of empirical example. Can you ask the person in the back that if they want to participate in the conversation, they can get on the phone?
Can you tell that I'm your fucking husband?
Great, but this fucking husband is fucking loud in the background. Kind of annoying.
I'm sad that you guys are wrong in every single fashion of everything you said. 4-year-olds can't.
When we're trying to have a conversation with somebody and somebody in the background is like chiming in, it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, why are you trying to speak for your wife? Can't she speak for herself?
You're twisting her words and not letting her explain properly.
I think if she works with children, she can hold an adult conversation without her hand being held.
Yeah, but you're twisting her words.
Nope, haven't twisted them at all. Amy, is there another place you can go and be able to speak for yourself?
Fucking cheating, that
No, I don't.
Okay, cool. So if he's not going to get on the phone and he's going to hold your hand through the conversation, I'm not really sure where else this goes.
I don't agree with. I mean, I get the fact that if.
You're wrong.
Yeah, okay, so I'll start again. I associated the word kids with minors and people under the age of 10. 13, 14, 15, up to the age of whatever age, they go to, can choose their identity, sexuality,
I know it's
whatever.
anecdotal, but I had boyfriends under the age of 10. Like, it's reality. It's reality.
They're American.
Yes,
And
so
no,
why?
and no one's
And you're
also
British.
Why
And you're
don't
British.
you
And you're
choose-
British. Husband, hubby, and you're British. What's the point? What's the point?
Value
If
that.
you
Why
don't,
didn't you
then
choose to
leave.
date
Don't
a
come
girl
into
at that
American
age?
lives. If that's the what you hold, the bigotry that you hold, then leave. We are not forcing you to join American TikTok lives.
Yeah, but if right, so say this right. The host basically said that she had boyfriends, but she didn't mention having girlfriends. But she's encouraging kids nowadays to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
I'm not encouraging
Why did
anything.
why did she choose a boy instead of choosing a girl when she was that age?
Because I only have attraction for men. And I only had attraction for boys when I was a child. That's it. I'm straight.
That's what the majority of, because the female is meant to be attracted to the male.
Oh, here we
Male is meant
go. This is
That's
what the
what
whole thing is all
That's
about.
what we learn, isn't it?
You could have just been direct
I mean, I
with
get the
this
fact that
shit.
there's different people now, but that's what we learn.
So you're transphobic and homophobic. Awesome, Amy.
Yeah,
Not really.
They're meant to be attracted to boys according to who?
What? No, you're not meant to.
Science.
It's just genetics the way we are.
Yeah, the
attracted to.
genetics
It's your
also
choice if you
genetic.
choose
Yeah,
that
sure,
direction.
Amy. Genetics also make people gay.
Yeah, so if they want to change their identity or sexuality,
You
that's up
can't
to them.
change it if it's from
Oh
your
my
genetics.
God. I wish you would have just fucking came out and said this shit 10 minutes ago, Amy, instead of wasting our time.
I didn't choose my genetics.
You have no problem with people being straight, children being straight. You have a
Well, I
problem
have no
with them.
problem with anyone identifying as different, different things that they identify as. I got no problem with that. You said
Well,
that
unless
you
they're
was only
kids, then you have a
attracted to
problem with
boys. Because kids are minors. It's like they don't even think about anything to do
They
with
do.
relationships.
Can we stop pretending that children don't think about things? Children recognize their
Okay,
gender identity.
so- okay.
If you had child development classes, I don't know why you don't know this, but most children have a stable sense of their gender identity by age 4.
Okay,
4.
so I have younger siblings. After the live, I will ask them
Doesn't matter.
if they think about that.
Congratulations, Amy. Sure, go ahead and continue the conversation.
we'll
IRL,
see.
go ahead and continue the conversation.
Ask your siblings if
Nobody
they
cares.
think about their gender. If you ask them, they'll be like, what? I know I'm a boy, or I know I'm a girl. Like, that's how simple it is.
Yes,
For most
but
children.
having relationships.
However, when a transgender child recognizes their gender identity, it's different than the gender identity that everyone around them is telling them they are. That's where the problem comes in. Because your fucking husband is annoying.
Sorry, he's playing with something. He's not talking to me anymore.
You come here now.
No, go back to do what you're doing.
Tell her that I got a qualification.
You just called her the B word, and you want to be like, oh, what did she call me? Be so for real.
I said he was
Amy,
annoying, and he called me a
please tell me.
bitch.
Amy, please tell me that you have some other support, like somewhere else, that you don't have to have him speak for you all the time, embarrass you all the time. Please tell me that you are able to have a girls' night out, something. Because that's so incredibly toxic. That's so incredibly toxic, Amy.
She has all the money. She's the one who owns it. I let her do whatever the fuck she wants. She wants to go out, she
I
can go out.
let her do whatever the fuck she wants, Paige. I
Why
let
do you think I'm
her.
letting
I
this
give
stuff
her
speak to you?
permission because she has the money, Paige.
Yeah, but it's also my
Exactly.
money as well, so you can't really say anything on that half.
Why are you
Nobody
saying,
sees the
wait,
fucking red
one
flags
minute she
here?
has
went
all the
from a
money,
topic
now you
to
have
something
money.
completely different,
You
so
guys,
now-
go work it out. Go work it out with your
Yeah,
therapist.
now I'm gonna
Amy,
go
work it out with your
and let you
therapist. We don't
guys
care.
continue talking.
Yeah.
I honestly, I hope that Amy has some kind of support network, because that is crazy. That is insane that she could not even have a conversation without him butting in, and then he lets the cat out of the bag. Like, I let her do what she wants.
But then she has all the money.
And then he has money too. I mean, he's probably gaming, which I don't have a problem with, but like, just man up. Get on the phone, bozo.
Him fucking chiming in every few seconds was so annoying. It was annoying, but he just calls me a bitch because I said he was annoying? Okay.
I was hoping to be on with her because I have an 8-year-old and a 9-year-old daughter. My 9-year-old came out last year. This year she says she has a boyfriend, but last year she had a girlfriend. So I was hoping to get on her because I feel like I'm walking proof that under 10 years old.
I get that. My 9-year-old, when my kid was 9, they're now 11. They came out as bi, and now that they're 11, they're like, no, I hate boys. But I don't know. I don't care.
That's what, yeah, I was trying to talk to her. I'm like, my daughter can tell you, like, no, she likes both, and she's 10. My husband isn't all the way for it, but he doesn't talk about it. He doesn't say, no, you're not, or yes, you are, or, you know what I mean? He just goes with the flow. Me, whatever she wants to do is up to her, you know what I mean? She could talk to me about whatever, but that was really triggering about her husband. I'm just saying that was very triggering.
For sure. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Y'all have a blessed day.
All right. You too. Yeah, that was something there. Also, just real quick, just little bit of advice. When you get into relationships, if none of you are in relationships yet, or you're going to be starting a relationship soon, or you just started a relationship, make sure you're on the same page about these types of things. Just do it. Especially if you think you may have children eventually.
There was a reason that she did not go out of that room. I gave her that suggestion. It could have been like, you know what, I will. I'm going to go into the next room. There's a reason why.
Yeah, it's a little.
That is controlling.
Ugh. Sherry, you didn't connect. Come back.
Somebody said, you're not a psychologist or something like that. You don't need to be psychologist to recognize toxic behavior.
Hello, how are you?
Exactly. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 39 years old.
All right, cool. Should we stop pushing kids to be heterosexual? Also, you guys, can we meet my little Halloween cat goal, please? I want a different one.
Well, first I want to know what's wrong with being heterosexual.
What's wrong with being heterosexual? Nothing.
So why is stop pushing kids to be heterosexual when it's a natural stuff.
Oh, when it's natural. Well, because being gay is natural too, right?
It is, yes.
Yeah. So when a gay kid comes out, sometimes they get told that it's just a phase, or they haven't met the right person, or they're too young.
Depends on the child to find out, right?
Yeah, it should depend on the child. So we need to just stop pushing kids to be heterosexual and just let them be.
Exactly. So you can stop kids from being heterosexual, or you cannot push kids to be heterosexual. It's just what they are.
Well, we don't want to stop. No, we don't want to stop kids from being heterosexual. That's not what we're talking about. We're saying that if a child is gay, they shouldn't have to suppress their attraction and pretend to be straight because they're being pushed to be that way.
Okay, but the topic over here says stop pushing kids to be heterosexual.
Yes.
That's because people do that.
It doesn't actually make them heterosexual. It doesn't actually make them heterosexual, but they're being pushed to suppress who they are really attracted to.
Well, it's a lot of stuff that influence that, like examples, family members, father, mother, brothers, and if they choose to be gay, or they choose to be heterosexual, depends on them, nobody else.
Yeah, it's not a choice there, bud.
It is a choice.
It's not.
Not a choice.
Did you choose your genetics?
Do you choose to be gay?
Answer my question.
I'm not talking to you.
Did you choose your genetics, sir?
I'm not talking to you.
Well, she's talking to you, so.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you have to talk to all of us. We're all in this conversation together.
They're a co-host, and if that's a problem for you, then maybe this isn't the live for you.
All right, just go get a dick. You will like it.
Huh?
Not yours, my guy. Definitely not yours.
What'd you say, Sherry?
I said the one I have in a drawer, maybe.
When guys have to say stuff like that, they're telling you the real truth. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. They're telling you the real truth.
Dick is gross.
I'm not gonna say anything. Okay.
I'm going into a bad reception area.
Okay.
Okay.
It's very typical of you. It's fine. Hello, Holly.
Oh, I didn't mean to join. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Oh, Mel, she's such a bitch.
Isn't that strange? People who say that, I'm not talking to you. I'm only speaking to the host. I'm not going to talk to the rest of you. Do you think the host is going to be like, oh, okay, all right,
Yeah.
everybody drop. This is his live now. Like, be so for real. Can you imagine somebody coming to your dinner table and looking at like your family members and going, no, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, right.
I am so not talking to you.
Yeah, like I only want to have dinner with you, so make all the rest of the people here shut up. Like, hello?
Hi, Mel, you're a faggot, 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 nigger, faggot.
Good.
With an Orthodox cross as their username.
Oh, Sherry, we can't hear you. You have bars, dude.
Did you see that? They have an Orthodox cross in their username.
Yeah. Hello? Oh, Sherry's stuff is delayed. Hello? Okay. I don't know what's going on. Next.
Yeah, I'm not driving, but until I get out of this area, it's shitty.
No problem. This fucking name is a red flag. They're not connecting. Okay.
They said I don't talk.
I saw that. What? This is East Brandon.
It could be from Syria. You know how we have people.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Hello, Brandon.
Hello, beta, you are a faggot. Faggot.
Oh, God.
Okay. I guess.
I feel like we've talked to them before and they were horrible.
Yemen. Yeah. Yemen and Syria.
Hello?
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 Are you going to yell slurs at us? Because if you can, just go ahead. Get it out your system. We can move on.
Hello?
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 You're muted, by the way.
Oh yeah. Hi. Hello. How old are you? You sound like really far away. Barely hear you.
I don't know why I'm right in front of my camera. Or a phone.
You sound like you're like down the road screaming.
Is that better now?
No.
Hardly.
I don't know what to tell ya.
Oh, there you are. There you are.
I think we have a lag.
Okay. Well, I can hear you now.
Am I good? You can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm Taylor. I'm 33, like I said. Mel, to your point of kids always know what they're talking about. Kids always know what they're talking about.
Said that.
I mean, kind of, when you're like, kids know what they're doing.
Never said kids know what they're doing.
You kind of have, though, because when you're like, when people are, you're like, let kids say what they are, they know what they're talking about.
Yeah. When they say what their gender identity is, they typically know what they're talking about. Yeah. But they don't always know what they're talking about.
Okay,
Yeah, it's not meant in the definitive.
Okay, but like, here's the thing where I have an issue. So like, I have a 12-year-old boy, right? And I'm just going to give you guys a really quick example. He started off doing trumpet and band. They switched him to French horn, and they were like, we want a commitment of you to do French horn for 3 years. Don't cut me off.
No,
They wanted a commitment from him for 3 years, and he said okay, but he already quit band.
Okay. And I used to play the flute and I quit too. So what?
Yeah, is being in the band an inherent sense of self? Are you born with that band gene?
The band gene. I like it.
Do your chromosomes, I'll send you an invite. Do your chromosomes somehow align and to produce out your band desires?
Band desires.
My point was that you guys are having kids commit to something when they don't even know what a commitment is at that age. And it's really fucking sad.
No, you don't have to commit to anything. Like, you're not locked in. You're not locked in. It's a process with progress.
Sure. Therapy, hormones, blah, 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 blah.
Very few children actually go on hormones for the purpose of gender affirming care. It's about 11% of gender non-conforming children. It's not very high at all. So those children who go on hormones need them.
I used to work at Starbucks and it's fucking trending. You guys are crazy. You guys are pushing it in kids' faces. You are.
Okay, cool.
I've said this to you before, Mel. You don't think it's ironic that both of your kids are trans?
Wait a minute, did you say I work at Starbucks?
Yeah.
I used to.
What does that have to do with trans kids?
Because every single person they hire is fucking trans because it's fucking trending. I've seen
Wait, are
5
you
different
trans?
coworkers.
Hold on. Are you trans?
No,
Because you were hired by
work
them.
there.
Yeah, you said you were hired by them and you just said everybody did.
No, I think
Most people.
Language counts. You're in a space where language counts.
I think we should whip out the laugh track for this bitch.
I think I said most, not all.
You said every.
You said that's all they hire at Starbucks. That's what you said. They
Oh
only.
my God, because I was being sarcastic. I'm sorry that language counts so much. Most people that they hire are trans.
And that means that there's some kind of trend, or maybe there's a specific type of person that likes to work at Starbucks.
No, I think it means it's trending. People see the freaking pride flag in the window.
Because Starbucks is a really inclusive company, and
Yeah,
people
because they
within
put
the
flags on the
LGBTQ
window so all the
community
fucking gay
people within the LGBTQ community probably want to work at Starbucks. It doesn't mean there's any fucking kind of trend.
Because the fucking gay flag is on the window, so all the gay people are like, "Oh my god, yay! I'm included here."
Like, wow, this place is going to support me. They're not going to discriminate against me. Yeah.
Why does a flag bother you? A flag. Why does that bother you? Hold on. Let me do that again. How does a rainbow flag give you a net negative in your everyday life?
What do you mean by a net negative?
What is a negative thing that it has on your life?
It doesn't. I don't have anything wrong.
Great, thanks. So why do you have a problem with a rainbow flag?
Because it's pushing shit down kids' throats.
A rainbow flag is pushing
and a
things
5-year-old obviously knows what a fucking pride flag is nowadays.
So what?
If my cishet daughter wears a t-shirt with a rainbow flag and it says LGBTQI advocate or something like that on it, is that pushing things down other cishet girls' throats?
No, but it's causing sexuality for all the freaking kids when they don't need to worry about that.
Cool.
Are you like scared the rainbow flags are going to make them gay?
Causing sexuality? What?
Yes.
Is that what you think?
Because kids are going home, if they don't know, they're going like, "Oh, what's that flag for?" And then people are like, "Oh, it means girls like girls, boys like boys."
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And last time I checked, every human being has a sexuality.
I'm saying it's fine.
What's heterosexuality? What's heterosexuality?
That you like the opposite sex.
No, what is it? Is it a sexuality?
Yeah.
Right. So
you don't see heterosexual
it's almost like
walking down the road if you're a girl.
It's almost like straight people are also sexual. So crazy.
Yeah, but we're not going around projecting it every single day.
No, like we're not either. You guys are projecting it.
Yes,
your community,
you're doing it right now.
Your community projects it on us. That's what your community does, sweetheart. The cis hetero community over sexualizes our community.
Is there anyone causing?
You're annoying. Like your community over sexualizes our community.
Is there anyone causing?
You're
There's
annoying.
literally no straight people though.
Not that I want to hear your mouth anymore, but if you want to keep fucking talking, I'm sure you can hear the echo. Oh, never mind.
Mina, you're the MVP.
Yay, thank you.
The Big Express has arrived to take you out of here.
Do you think that she runs and hides under her bed when there's a rainbow out in the sky? Like, is she like, no, if I get touched by the rainbow, I'm going to be gay? It's so ridiculous.
I feel like anti-gay is still like wild to me. Years. Hello?
I think everyone's gender fluid.
I disagree with that. How old are you?
I'm 42.
Okay. I am not gender fluid, so.
Like I like girly things. I like guyish things. So to me, it's more gender fluish.
Those are no. Gender fluid is completely different. Gender fluid falls under the non-binary umbrella term. And I'd also like to make a point that gender expression and interests have nothing to do with your gender identity. So being gender fluid would be a gender identity, but how you express that is gender expression. So, like, for example, the way that my wife, who is a cis woman, typically, her gender expression is more masculine. And I'm a cis woman, and my gender expression is more feminine. But we're both still women, and our gender identities are that of a woman, but the way we express our womanhood is different.
Facts.
Okay, wow. Like, I'm more on the girly side for the most part. Sometimes I do express a little guyishness, if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense. It's fine, like for you, but you coming in here saying that you think everybody is gender fluid is just not accurate.
Okay, I apologize for that. I would say to a point, but not all the way.
Disagree with the background.
I was going to say, you could say maybe that a lot of people in our society nowadays are more fluid with their expression. I think we're a little bit more, open than when we were, 20, 30 years ago. Well, I don't know. Actually, the 80s were different. But yeah, I like Not Kim was saying, your identity and your expression are two different things.
But do you disagree that we should stop pushing children to be cishet?
Oh, I agree.
Okay.
Let kids be kids.
Nice.
Let them explore. I totally agree with that.
W, ate that up. I'm gonna bring up another guest.
Is it letting you? Okay.
I'm gonna bring.
Okay, I'll be right back again.
I swear, every time I unmute or do anything, the echo starts.
Oh, with you? Hi, Craig. How old are you?
27.
All right, stop pushing kids to be heterosexual and cis.
Why don't you stop forcing fucking flags down kids' throat and let them actually be kids? Why do they need all that?
Wait, you mean like the American flag that like our public schools still make kids
That's
salute
a country,
to every day?
not a fucking cult that's
You
fucking
said
forcing people
flags.
to take fucking medicine that is chemically cash.
Okay, first of all, that doesn't happen, bro. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, did you know that did you know that there's literally a flag for straight people? So your flag argument is really fucking weird. Who cares? There's flags for Trump supporters. There's flags for weird.
Oh, for Trump support.
There's flags for everything. Why are you so confused?
Yous are so
about
fucking smart.
flag?
Yous don't know shit. These are all.
He's got an echo.
Yeah, that echo I can hear.
And SD, who made a comment in the comment section about you guys cuss too much, I am not at a preschool. I am not in a business setting right now. I'm not like in a meeting, a corporate meeting. This is how I talk. This is how we all talk. If you don't like it, just scroll.
We're adults. We curse. Oh my God. It's crazy.
Literally, it's just the way I talk.
Yeah, my parents, they didn't care if we cussed, as long as we didn't do it like around people like my grandparents who they knew. Like, yeah, who cares? It's their words.
Yeah, exactly. I let my kids cuss too. Like, well, my son won't. He feels uncomfortable doing it in front of me, but my daughter will. And it's just like, no, there's a time and a place for everything. Like, yeah, there's certain times it's fine and certain times it's not. Don't cuss out your teacher. Don't cuss out your doctor. Yeah, well, I don't know. But yeah, there's a time and place for everything. It just depends. I don't know. I thought back to that one appointment I was thinking about, though, with that dermatologist smell. And I was like, wait a minute. that would have been appropriate for that conversation, right? It would have been appropriate. So, but yeah, you teach kids when things are appropriate, when it's not.
He didn't know how to fix his echo, so I just dropped him.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Darnell?
Okay, since you guys think anyone can be a woman, define a woman, define a woman.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, you got us right there.
How old do you think that person was?
We might as well end alive now. We've been debunked.
Jesus.
Darnell got us.
Oh my God, did you guys?
It's all the Matt Walsh wannabes that like just confuse the hell out of me. But what is a woman? Got ya.
I know. Oh my God. Hello? All right.
Hello?
Oh, you took too long. Sorry. Sorry. Next. I had to order food and it's so expensive. Jesus Christ.
Hi, everyone.
It's outrageous.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, how old are you?
I am 43.
All right, cool. Should we stop pushing kids to be heterosexual?
Well, I just don't understand what is the point of your topic.
Society, we live in a heteronormative society where people are expected to be heterosexual. I think that's a problem.
Well, I am in a lesbian relationship. I've been married for about 14 years now.
Mm-hmm.
We adopted 2 children. I just don't understand why anyone is pushing anyone to be heterosexual.
Were you accepted as a lesbian right from the start?
Well, you've got to understand, my partner and I are both from Ireland, and that has its own problems with Catholic, Protestant.
Yeah,
my
that's
partner is Catholic.
the topic.
I'm Protestant.
Right. So the answer
Yeah,
is
exactly.
no.
It's going
you
off
weren't.
topic.
No, it's not gone off topic. It's relating to the answer that you're about to get. If you were not accepted as a child and being gay, that's part of the problem.
Don't you think that things have moved on since then?
No, ma'am, I don't. I don't think I don't think the needle has moved at all.
I live in a very my neighborhood has a lot of older people in it. We moved here about 10 years ago. They've accepted us. They've accepted our children.
And that's your environment. That is not how it's working holistically on a global level. But in the United States of America, we actually have laws, 530 as of today, that are anti-LGBTQI+. And a lot of them have to do with children.
What do you mean children?
Trans and gay children, and specific trans children, are losing their healthcare rights.
Okay. I understand that. I get that. Here in the UK, it's probably a bit more lenient. But what I will say is that gay people are probably a bit more accepted here. I don't know about the USA, obviously. I was just asking a question. What was the point of this initial
There's a lot of like
post?
lesbians, for instance, right? If a child or a teenager or whatever, somebody comes out as a lesbian, sometimes they're questioned, right? Maybe they don't know themselves. Maybe it's just a phase. Maybe they haven't met the right man, right? Not just accepting that maybe.
What age are you talking about, though? Are you talking about sort of teenagers? Or are you talking about young children?
Children.
I mean, us as gay parents, we are experiencing people embracing us. Our children don't have anyone bullying them, for instance, because we are 2 women. I don't know. I'm not questioning to be a troll. I'm questioning to understand, I suppose.
Yeah, it just has to do with like we should stop having this expectation that everyone is default heterosexual.
I mean, my kids, we bring them up and say, oh, if you ever meet someone who treats you nice and is a boyfriend or a girlfriend or, anyone, maybe boyfriend and girlfriend is probably the wrong way to describe, but it's easier for our children to understand that boyfriend or girlfriend. But
you know that
how you bring up your children, isn't it?
But the point is, though, is that there's some people, like say they have a boy child, they are telling them that they have to be attracted to girls.
Well, I mean, okay, I get that.
So
is there a specific reason why you've brought this up? Is there a specific...
Yeah, children need to be accepted.
Of course they do. The voice of the child.
It's advocacy and it's education. And I don't know how long you've been here, but we've had people come in, call us all sorts of names. People who are denying the existence of gay and trans kids. We're trying to get people to stop being like that, and at the very least, listen, and maybe once they get off the app, do a little bit of education.
Okay, well that was my question. I wasn't saying why are you bringing this to here. It was a why are you bringing this to here? Like as in a question. Like my child has started a SEND school this year, and she has learned the N word, which is never heard in our house whatsoever. And we've had to educate our children about the N word.
So do you agree with the background? To stop. Specifically, okay.
Okay, awesome.
Of course. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
I was asking a question. I wasn't trolling. I wasn't being horrible. I was
Didn't say you were. It's fine. That's why we answered the question. Somebody else.
If you disagree with the topic that's on the background, go ahead and hop up. If you do agree, we appreciate you, but we really want to talk to people who seem to be having trouble with the background topic.
Okay.
Oop. Fall down. I knocked my phone thing over. Okay. Oopsie.
Darnell, no, you can't join. You just came up and put a whole bunch of slurs towards us. Okay.
Yeah, like go away. Hello?
Hi. In my opinion...
Hold on, how old are you?
Pardon?
What's your age?
I was born in 2006, 15th of August.
How old does that make you?
18.
Okay.
So in my opinion, we shouldn't be letting kids choose their, the gender at a young age of, 5. They should be able to, they should just be kids, do you know what I mean? The grow,
It's a good thing we don't make them choose then. You're right. That's a good thing. We don't make them choose their gender, right? We just let it develop on its own.
Yeah.
And when they tell us what it is, then we listen to them.
Yeah, that's what I agree with. I just don't think that it's right that people are letting them go through, let people go through surgery at such a young age because they're not developed,
Yeah, they don't. What age do you think they go through surgery?
I'm not sure, but...
At such a young age, you have an age in mind.
I don't know.
Ava, how can you disagree if you don't know what age you're speaking on?
Yeah.
I'm on about 15 or whatever, puberty blockers and things like that. I think
that's not surgery. Ava, take a breath, honey, take a breath. That's not surgery.
Yeah, you were upset about surgery. Now it's not.
Well, I mean, we shouldn't be... They need to make that decision when they're older. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Ava, can I ask you this really quick, Ava? So do you know, have you ever taken a child development course, in high school? Did you take that? Or psychology or anything?
No.
No. So do you know at what age people develop their gender identity?
Well, it depends on, I don't know, it can be different people, do you know what I mean?
Right, yeah, there's a range, but it starts around 3. So around from 3 to 7 years old is when human beings develop their gender identity. So it's not that we ask them to choose. It's not that they can't be kids. It's that it just naturally develops.
Yeah.
Right, and so when they tell us that the gender happens to be different than what we thought, we just listen to them. And if they have really, if they have needs, if they have severe gender dysphoria and things like this, and they have to seek out professionals, we just go ahead and support them in that.
Yeah.
Right.
all I was trying to say is that I don't think that they should make the decision of doing puberty blockers till when they're older, because for all we know...
Okay, but Ava, did you hear what I said, though? So what I said was, so the kids are telling us what their gender identity is, right?
Yeah.
And then for kids who have gender dysphoria, that means it causes them a lot of distress. Like their body changing and starting to go through puberty causes them a lot of distress, to the point to where some of these kids don't want to be alive. Then we have to seek out help for them, and we have to relieve that distress for them. Otherwise, some of these kids might not make it to adults.
Yeah, if you want them to wait till they're older, when would that be for puberty blockers?
Oh, I understand what you're saying now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right. And puberty doesn't happen after 18, right? Puberty, you're typically talking around like 9 to 12 years old is when most people go through puberty. So it's not something that you can wait for, because then you'll be treating somebody who's already gone through puberty. And like I said, some of those kids aren't going to make it. The distress of going through the wrong puberty is too much for them. So we help them out with professionals.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if when they were older they changed their mind about it and said like...
Well, that is actually very rare.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well, I know people who thought they were non-binary when they were about 12, and now they're
I'm so tired.
age,
I'm so
they look
tired
back-
of. I'm so tired of trans phobes coming up here claiming that they know, every single one of them knows at least one person who has detransitioned, and statistically it's just not possible. When I actually know people who are trans and have only encountered one or two on this app, never have I encountered one in person. So I always find it really hard, because what it makes me think is that you guys are just trying to come up and validate your stories by saying, well, I know someone that thought they were. And I bet you there's a lot of context missing to your particular story, because I'll just keep it to you. But I guarantee that if you told us the actual truth of however that happened, of however that person's story, whatever that person's story was, it would not be what you're trying to make it out to be. They would not be considered a detransitioner. So I think it's really disingenuous for you to also tokenize anybody who detransitions as a way to validate your transphobia that you're coming up here with. Detransitioners are less than 1%. Are less than 1% or 0.1, I think it was. Is it 1% or is it 0.1? But it's extremely low, and most of the time, most of those people who detransition will end up retransitioning sometime in their lifetime, because they are trans. Then they just detransition due to social stigmas and society not accepting them. So the people that actually transitioned at some point in their life or got gender affirming care medically to any degree, that really figured out later in life that they were not trans and they were cis, is extremely rare. We get it right almost 99% of the time. That is the only medical treatment. Hold on. The gender affirming care is the only medical treatment known in today's current society with that high of a success rate. It is the most successful treatment that we have medically today.
Oh, Savvy. Yeah, I can guess why.
Why?
Maybe it's because trans kids know who the fuck they are.
Right, exactly. It's like maybe because they get it right and they know who they are. It is an extremely, if you have such an issue with detransitioners,
I don't have
then
an
you
issue.
should, hold on a second, I'm tired of hearing this. You should take issue with people that are getting, plastic surgery or knee surgeries or hip surgeries or cancer treatments, any of those things, because those are all also life-saving care, but they have a far less success rate than gender affirming care by a long slide. So you should really, before you come up here on these panels spewing the rhetoric and talking points that you heard on some news show or on TikTok by other transphobes, and you have a lot of learning to do, and you have a lot of time to do so.
I was not saying that people don't know who they are. I was just saying that I was just saying, what if? Do you know what I mean? I want, like, saying...
Literally said that you knew detransitioners who thought that they were non-binary at one point.
Saying, I was just saying, what if that can happen? I was just saying that can happen. I didn't... I'm not saying...
A child going through...
You literally said that. Don't gaslight me. Sorry, Mel. Don't gaslight me. You literally said that.
A child going through some type of like exploration phase or stage, I guess, I'm going to use the word stage, doesn't mean that they were actually trans. Like if somebody's trying out maybe like non-binary pronouns and seeing if it seems like it'll work for them, and then they come to the conclusion that they're actually they come to the conclusion that they're actually cisgender, then they're not a trans person, and that's fine. That's okay.
Yeah,
somebody like that is not going to be getting any type of medical care because they're not having that extreme psychological and or emotional distress. They're not getting any a treatment plan for gender dysphoria because they don't have gender dysphoria.
I wasn't on about like saying, oh, it's just a phase or whatever like that. I was just explaining that, like, what if I'm not saying that a lot of the time or whatever. I'm just saying that. Do you know what I mean?
No, I didn't say that you said. The thing is that there can actually be an exploration stage that some children go through.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain as well, but I didn't know how to put it into words. Well, all I meant is that I know people that have thought that at one point, but what if they actually went through it and they couldn't go back? That's all I was trying to explain.
They're not trans. That's fine. That's fine.
That's all I was trying to explain.
Don't use a person who's exploring different pronouns and different labels for themselves as a detransitioner against transgender children. That's a problem.
I wasn't trying to be transphobic. I was just like...
You weren't being transphobic, but you were using this person against the trans community and against transgender children as well.
I wasn't intentionally trying to do that.
I didn't say you were intentionally trying to do it, but you still were.
Right, well, I didn't mean to.
All right, cool. You got it now?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, bye. All right, so... everyone that was saying that person was a child, we did verify age. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. I'm not going to ask them for their ID.
Guys, just because someone's soft-spoken doesn't mean, number one, they can't be wrong, but it doesn't mean they can't be rude either.
Right, and this idea that like people come up here and their intentions may have been pure, but they still did harm. And we need to stop normalizing that we are living off of people's intentions and not their actions. If someone does harm, they simply did the harm regardless of their action, regardless of their intentions. Because we can't live off of people's intentions, because if that were the case, honestly, the world might be probably a lot better place.
Yeah, I doubt that she's going to do that again if she joins a panel where if we let it slide, she might go to another panel and say the same thing, which is spreading danger.
Exactly. And then it's going to discourage children from also trying to exploring different types of pronouns and name changes and things like that. It can prevent them from doing that because they can be considered like that could be considered like them being some kind of detransitioner, or they don't know themselves or anything like that. So we just need to stop. All right. Morpheus, how old are you?
28.
Cool. Should we stop pushing kids to be heterosexual?
Yeah. So basically, listen, I just want to say to, I think it's not Ken, basically all of you. You guys are talking to a little girl.
No.
You guys are using no, stop. You guys are using
we were
vocabulary.
talking to an adult. No, we were talking to an adult.
Yeah, she verified age. She said she was 18, and that's TikTok TOS. If you have a fucking problem with us talking to people that are 18 and above, then you fucking take it up with TikTok and make them change their TOS, okay? But other than that, that was an adult. You trying to like say that she was a little girl is fucking weird and gross. She was an 18-year-old woman. That is considered a woman. You guys need to pick and choose when you want them to be adults, because you guys will be like, well, they can choose at 18 because they're an adult and they're all on their own. Yeah. And we talk to an 18-year-old and you guys, that was a little girl. No, it fucking wasn't. That was an adult. Don't infantilize her.
Pocket.
I was going to say, it's funny how they do that all the time, right? Like, depending on the situation.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Morpheus, you can unmute if you'd like.
Yeah, I didn't know I was muted. But so then I totally take blame for that. I didn't know. I thought she said she was 14. I didn't hear 18. So I apologize about that. But also,
hold on a second.
Besides that, my other point.
No, hold on a fucking second. We wouldn't be talking to a 14-year-old. She also said her birthday was like June 2006. 16.
Okay, so that means 2016.
26.
That means
2006. She said that she just turned 18, like with the date that she gave. It was like a couple months ago.
2006.
All right. Either way, that's not my argument. My argument is,
August.
if you want to be transgender, you have a mental illness. 100%.
Who wants to? Who said? You know what? In this society, who gets treated like shit? Oh yeah, that's right. Trans people. I'm gonna fucking choose to be one of those people. I want to be treated like shit. I even want someone who's running for president to talk shit about me on the news. That's what I want to do. Like, be for real.
Yeah, do you want to actually have a conversation, Morpheus, or do you want to just come up here and be a bigot and demonize mentally ill people? Because that's what you do when you say that someone that wants to be transgender, first, it's not a want, but when you say that and then you follow it up with they are mentally ill, you are being ableist and you are literally demonizing people who are mentally ill, and you're watering down the like feelings around it, because people should get care when they are mentally ill, but there is nothing in the DSM-5 that says transgender people have a mental disorder or a mental illness. So either fucking go to school and get a fucking doctorate and then come back and talk to us, or go do your fucking research, or stay off these panels. I have about zero chill in me today for you fucking bigots.
I'll have a real conversation with you guys.
Go ahead. I can't fucking wait.
I mean, what do you want to talk about? I mean, so when I tell you guys that being a transgender is a mental illness,
I'm sorry, I dropped him because that's like, bye. We have other people.
Yeah. Repeated like the opposite of what you just said after you just explained it all to him. Hello? Oh, God damn it.
Hi.
What's up with you?
18.
What year were you born?
2006.
All right.
What month? September 4th.
Okay. Should we stop pushing kids to be heterosexual?
Yes and no. And it's simply because, to be honest, in my opinion, I've never come across anyone who's trying to push a certain agenda on any type of kid.
Are you part of the LGBTQ community?
Yes.
And you were just accepted immediately when you came out?
Yes.
Do you realize that
Wait, first of all, did you have to come out?
Yeah.
Or was that just the default norm that your parents expected of you?
No one expected anything from me because I didn't grow up with my parents.
Okay. Do you recognize that there are people that have a different experience than you?
Yes, and I didn't even I didn't even bring that up. I never once said that I didn't realize that at all.
Well, no, that's what I'm trying to see where you are, because there are people within the community, like multiple people in this panel actually, who were told the opposite, right? They did have to come out. They were told they were wrong, or had to suppress their identity and or sexuality because of the societal expectations, therefore being pushed to hide themselves, to pretend to be heterosexual or pretend to be cisgender.
Yeah, when I came out as a lesbian, my dad sat me down for an hour and a half and told me how wrong it was and how I need to be attracted to boys and marry a man one day and all that shit.
Yeah, Rachel, you can have the most, like, I grew up with a socialist and a lib. And so pretty much anything went in the house. There was a lot of freedom of speech, et cetera, et cetera. If I would come home, I would say, oh, I have a new boo. And I would come home with a girl. Even with their open-mindedness, they would be like, oh, really? Oh, okay. Didn't know that. That reaction, even from the most open-minded people, this is what's happening. You think it's natural, like, oh yeah, sure, no problem.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying
Do
that,
they have a problem? Do they have a problem with it? Absolutely not. But would it give a reaction that would be a surprise or like, oh, okay, didn't know that? Because straight kids don't have to go through that. If a girl brings home,
that's literally just the norm for people, like LGBT.
But that's the problem.
I'm not saying that it's not the problem. I'm just saying.
That's the problem. Then what are you saying? Please be specific.
I'm not
topic.
Like I'm. Oh my god! You won't even let me speak. Like literally, I'm just saying. I didn't say that was the problem. What I'm saying about being the problem is forcing heterosexuality on people. Like it's stupid. If you're gay, if you're straight, it's fine. There's no point in saying, like I don't even know. Like if you're sitting down with a kid and they're like, I'm bisexual, you're hardly going to be like, oh, yeah, you need to be heterosexual because that's just society. Like that's just the way society
Rachel,
is.
people do that.
No, I know people do that. I know people do that. And I've had family members who have gone through that as well, but I'm not saying that doesn't happen for people to stop.
What is your point? What is your point? Why are you up here? Are you here to make a point like that you disagree with something on the background?
No, my point is I don't know why you're trying to throw all of this on people. Like, are you trying to force people to be gay instead of...
Rachel, I muted you because I'm going to clock it real fast. You came up here and you said that you find it hard to believe that anybody's doing this because you've never known anybody where someone would
I did not say that.
Excuse me, I'm not done yet. I'm just going to mute you again if you can't have emotional regulation. I understand you're young, but just wait till I'm done. So you came up here and said that you've never seen anybody where they're pushing heterosexuality on someone or anything, any type of sexuality or gender on someone. And then literally 2 seconds ago, because it fit your narrative, you said that, oh, it's happened to my family members. I know it does. So which one is it? Do you know people or do you not know people, Rachel? Can we be honest? Can we have an honest, genuine
The first time I said it, I said it didn't happen to me. The second time I did say that it
is really unbecoming.
The first time, if you listen to me, I said it didn't happen to me.
No, you said that you didn't know anybody. Don't gaslight me. You said you didn't know anybody.
I don't know where you got that from because that's not the first thing you ever say.
Oh my God, whatever. You can continue pivoting and lying.
Yeah. So Rachel, the entire point of the topic is to be able to engage in this conversation, you have to recognize that this is happening within society.
No, I know it's happening, but what I'm saying as well is you're like, if a lesbian couple sat down with their kid and their kid turned around and was like, oh, I'm straight, I like boys, this is my boyfriend, they're not going to turn around and be like, you need to be straight or you need to be lesbian because we're lesbian. Or you need to be gay
we know that doesn't happen.
Rachel.
I know it's the point, but that's what I'm saying. There's no point in putting shit up here saying, oh, stop forcing heterosexuality on people.
Why, Rachel?
What?
Why not, Rachel? What's wrong with education? What's wrong with making?
I didn't say anything about education. What I'm saying is it's the same as put.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same.
The fact that people get on here and will say it's because it's normal to be straight. Like, that is the proof alone. We are in a heteronormative society. If your kid says, oh, I'm dating someone, 99% of the time, the person is going to assume that it is a straight relationship. That's what we're talking about.
You know, in the last 3 years, it's been so talked about with the LGBTQ that I mean, especially in my country.
There's so much pushback. And there's so much pushback.
Because I've barely experienced kids in school or kids on the street not being accepted by anyone.
You know there's more people that exist within society.
The whole conversation nowadays is about being...
Rachel, do you know that you're not the only person in this society?
I fucking know that. I'm trying to speak, but you won't listen.
Because you're applying this to your personal experience.
What the fuck else am I supposed to say? I'm hardly supposed to bring it on your opinion, am I? It's about life experience.
Rachel,
Everything is about life experience.
We're talking
Rachel,
about what
stop being a
happens.
contrarian.
We're talking about what happens within society.
Society has to do with experience.
Oh my God.
So I was going to say, I hate how dumb you're being because you have one of the coolest accents I've ever heard.
But what I'm trying to say is in the last, as I mentioned, in my country, the only conversation that has been about is about people being gay, about being straight, about being non-binary, everything.
Cry.
What country are you in?
What am I crying about?
What country do you live in?
Ireland.
Ireland is not fully accepting.
Wait, do you want to know why that is?
Ireland's like one of the fucking like top 10 most homophobic countries in the world.
So I just said it's not fully accepting.
There you go, Rachel.
Oh my
there
God.
you go.
Are you listening?
Oh my God.
You call me dumb, but you're not listening. I've literally said where I live is more accepting around here because the topic mainly with teenagers is about being gay, and I've not come across like the school I went to. It was never a conversation of you need to be straight.
Your experiences, Rachel.
Oh my God, you just said society. That's what society is. Society is linked in with personal experiences.
Your little corner of the world is not the whole picture, Rachel.
But you're trying to make the US a whole fucking picture.
No, if you don't
the last couple of hours
no, we're not.
Yes, you did.
If you listen, my fellow UK people, if you do not like the United States, I don't blame you. But if you're going to come up here and whinge like Rachel about... Okay, you're from Ireland. Okay, you're from Northern Ireland?
Nope, I'm from the Republic of Ireland.
Okay, thank you. Republic of Ireland. So Irish people and British people, if you're going to come on American Lives and you're going to have a shit attitude like that, again, I don't care. You don't like America? I agree. But if you're going to attack Americans because they're Americans...
No one's attacking Americans.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm certainly
Shut
not
up,
attacking
Rachel. Rachel, go find the Irish Lives and participate with them. Please and thank you.
I'm part of it, but okay. I live here. I have an experience here. You have your experience as well.
In America? Where in America?
I just said, oh my God, are you fucking slow?
Okay, that's ableist. Stop it.
How's that ableist?
Your little village in Ireland is not the rest of the world.
That was painful.
Oh, Ken, are you listening?
Why?
Kelvin is in my request.
Well, I saw him. Like, okay, so I don't know if you've talked to Kelvin recently, but Kelvin has admitted on multiple panels that I have been on that he has laid his hands on multiple women before.
Really?
Yeah. So he admitted it in one live where this girl was like, I guess, pushing like his buttons or whatever, and her father was there, and he literally like, I don't know, like smacked her in the face or something, and then in front of her father. And then on my live, like a day later, I was telling someone that, and I'm like, Kelvin, I can't bring you up on my live anymore, because he was like always kind of fun to play with because he's funny.
Yeah.
A little bit. And I was like, Kelvin, I can't bring you up because you put your hands on women. And he was like, yeah, well, I'm glad I didn't tell you about the other time that I did it too. So
Christ. All right. Bye, Calvin. Go
yeah.
on. Hello. I forgot your name because I opened a window, so I can't see it.
It's all right. I'm so confused. What's the conversation going from? I'm very lost.
I need your age first, please.
18.
What year were you born?
October 2005. 27th of October.
Oh, I was going to say. Okay. Great. Mel has those crazy eyes. What the fuck does that mean? Stop pushing kids to be heterosexual.
I read that, and the only thing I thought was like how pretty your eyes are, because you have like really light eyes. Just literally, you have really light, pretty eyes, just like Mrs. Ken, and they're so pretty. I don't know, they're just haters, and they're jealous probably.
Thanks. Yeah, crazy eyes. All right. So yeah, it just has to do with society, and parents and everyone having these expectations that children should be heterosexual, like they're default heterosexual and default cisgender, So if they are something other than that, they get pushed to suppress themselves.
Oh, okay. Okay, where do I start? I'm from the UK, so I have, I guess, different in some sorts of experiences. I'm gonna more say on the thing of, I don't know if you guys know about this cunt that's been in the US. He did like debates. He's like on fucking Trump's side, and he does like all this fucking debates with like college students and shit. Do you guys know what I'm talking about by any chance?
Charlie Kirk?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm just, it's more of like, I'm not having, okay, I'll just say my own opinion on in general or anything. So he recently did like kind of, not even a debate, but a conversation with this older guy that's in his like 50s. He's transitioned from from female to male over like 40 years ago, like way back. And they had some interesting conversation. I'll be honest, it was one of the most interesting.
Do you disagree with the background?
I'm confused.
Do you disagree with the background?
Oh. Okay, bye. I don't know. I was really lost there. Sometimes if things aren't about the topic, my brain doesn't pay attention to what's going on. Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
All right. How old are you?
I'm 47. I was born May 15th, 1977.
Okay. All right, cool. Should we stop pushing kids to be heterosexual?
I would say I'm pan.
Okay. Should we stop pushing kids to be heterosexual?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. All right, so you agree?
Yep. No, when I was younger, I really liked the bright colors of various clothing. I honestly...
Oh, bye. We are looking for people that disagree with the topic, please. People who think that we should stop pushing kids. That we should not. People that think we should not stop pushing kids to be heterosexual or cisgender. Calvin, I can't fucking block you because it won't open. Damn it. Thanks, squirrel. Oh. Ah! Oh my God, how many times I'm going to almost knock down my phone today? Wait, hold on a second. I got to check something. You guys deal with this for a second.
What's your age, please?
Y'all need to hit the treadmill.
Do you want to engage with the topipic or what?
Please hit the treadmill.
All right.
I
guess
what?
No, he told all of us we need to.
You can't even see anybody else. See anybody else?
It's literally the weirdest comment.
God, also the echoing. What is with this stinking app?
Oh, I think that's him again.
Lauren, I sent you an invite. Either
You
come up
proved
or
my point when you
muted.
stepped back.
Okay.
You don't like women with curves? Is that what I'm understanding?
Come back up here and turn your camera on, buddy.
I don't know why you guys think like calling, like men think calling women fat is like some kind of like gotcha. Like I personally don't care myself, but really you should do better and stop commenting on women's bodies. I don't want you, someone like you, to find me attractive anyways. Let's be so fucking for real.
And that's the type of shit that will literally make people develop eating disorders. So like
literally.
But for real, that's such a good point though, Ken. Like if somebody is going around insulting women's bodies, I don't want you to find me attractive. You're a piece of shit.
Literally. You're a fucking piece of shit. Like you're a fucking waste of space on this planet.
You're a piece of shit.
You're a fucking piece of shit. Like you're a fucking waste of space on this planet. Like you're a fucking piece of shit. Like you're a fucking waste of space on this planet.
Yeah.
Lauren,
Point.
you had a lot to say in the comments. What's up?
Life is love life.
Yeah, I can't really talk very loud, so I'm sorry if you can't hear me because it's 1 a.m. here. And my family are in bed, but I just think what you said about, like, quote, your little corner in Ireland, and I forget what else you said, but I just thought, like, how you approached that conversation and, like, the words you were using to describe Ireland were quite gross.
I wasn't describing Ireland. What I was pointing out to her is her little spot in her environment where she grew up. That's what she was saying. It doesn't happen to me. Why are you guys making a big deal out of it? My point is she could be from Mumumbashi, and I would have said the same thing. Just because in your world, right where you live in, it's not happening to you doesn't mean it's not happening to other people in other parts of the world. One town over, this could be happening to gay and trans children.
Oh yeah, no, like I understand completely what you're saying, but what I'm trying to say is, correct me if I'm wrong, you were born in America?
No, I was born to British parents, yes. I have a Scottish father and an English mom.
Were you born in America, or?
Yeah, I have British parents.
In America, or?
Yes, it was British parents, yes.
Yeah, well, your experience is you've completely grown up in America. You, like...
I keep echoing. Sorry, Lauren, go ahead and repeat that. I kept getting an echo.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't sure if it was me. It's just the fact that, like, yeah, you were born to British parents. You did also make a comparison, like my fellow Brits. I wasn't sure if you were referring to Irish people, but
No, I didn't know she was Irish. I said my fellow Brits because I thought that she was British. I misunderstood her accent. She course corrected me and I said, okay. I didn't say to her, you're a Brit still, did I? Or did I accept the course correction and move forward?
Well, no, because you said, well, are you from Northern Ireland or not?
Yes, because if I understand the United Kingdom doesn't not include one area of Ireland, or am I incorrect?
But you also just asked before that.
Answer me, Lauren. Does it not include a part of Ireland?
But you literally knew where she was from, Paige.
I did not know. I asked her a clarification. Lauren, I asked her a clarification. She course corrected me within that conversation. Did I go, no? Did I refute her? Or did I accept the course correction she provided me?
Yeah, sometimes we're going to get things wrong.
You know, I have no problem with you getting wrong. My problem was her comments about Ireland, your little village in Ireland.
I did not say anything about Ireland. I was talking about in her world in Ireland. She said that she was in Ireland after I said that.
No, but you literally
do you not understand what part of this are you missing? I just told you, I don't care where she's from. It was a trash take. I don't care. I could have said yippity bippity, wherever the fuck you're from. I could have said Florida, Texas, Georgia. It doesn't matter. My point is where you are from, it doesn't matter. What's around you, you selfish person, it has nothing to do with that.
Exactly.
I'm not disputing with your point, and your main point was the fact that it is like, just because it's not happening where that girl was from, it doesn't mean that it is not happening across the world. I understood that, but what I took offense to, maybe I took it wrong, was the fact that it felt like you were being quite elitist because you're from a bigger country. And you were
no, she even said America was shit. Like, did you hear the conversation?
I said it multiple times because I honestly feel that way.
I'm not finished, no?
Yeah, Lauren, go ahead.
When it was it just felt like you were coming for a point when you said, I don't know what happens in your little village and in your little corner of the world and your little village in Ireland. And it was the way you said your little village in Ireland and like things like that. I just felt like it was quite demeaning to Ireland.
No, it's just referencing to where anybody lives. Everybody tends to think that they're in their own little bubble and their own little world. That's in any environment. Doesn't matter where you are.
But I haven't heard, and I've spoke about before. I asked Tweena a question on her life.
Yeah, I don't care anymore, Lauren. Like,
I don't care.
It doesn't matter. Like you said, it doesn't matter. Like if you're talking about me being in my little world, like that's the thing. It doesn't matter the location. Some people can't get out like and realize that there's more societies. There's things outside of your little bubble. That was the point.
Don't invite me up then. Listen, Lauren, I explained it. I can't understand it for you. If you want to internalize that as something else, fine.
Right, something you really do about that.
I find it so ironic. Irony.
Hey guys.
Sometimes we're just gonna say, like, if we assume somebody lives somewhere and they don't live there, and they correct us, or if we assume someone's gender wrong and they correct us, you accept the correction and you move on. Yeah. Hey, how old are you?
Hey, what's up? I'm 23 PM.
Yeah, great. All right. Should we stop pushing kids to be heterosexual?
I mean, I disagree with you and your board. It's wrong. You're wrong about everything you have up here. But I mean, for example, like you're saying they're pushing it on the kids. I don't want to misgender anybody, but for example, Tweener is a non-binary person.
Yeah, Lola, if you watch all of our lives and you still don't understand yet.
Well, can I get 30 seconds? Like, sheesh.
25.
And if I do say something wrong, Tweener, please speak up.
25 seconds, go.
Yeah, Tweener's a non-binary person. Like, how was heterosexuality ever pushed onto you as a kid if you turned out to be non-binary now?
I was raised to be cisgender. My parents took me to get braids, took me to get my nails done, put me in dresses and other feminine clothing that gave me gender. Right, but they still
how
were.
was it pushed onto you?
I didn't want those things.
Yeah.
Anyway,
be heterosexual isn't pushed.
well, my parents should have listened to me when I said that I don't want that dress. I want those boy clothes instead over there. They should have gotten me the boy clothes.
So you're mad over colors.
They're not mad, but until in society, kids don't have to come out anymore. And until there are lesbian princesses in a Disney movie, I don't want to hear it from people. Yes, this is a heteronormative society. That is the expected norm. Until there is representation and people can stop coming out, right? Until then, no, we're not where we need to be. Period.
Yeah, and then also too, they told me that girls are supposed to like boys and boys are supposed to like girls. So I had to suppress the fact that I was gay. And when I did come out as gay,
you were still a child.
What?
Yes, you were still a kid. You're not supposed to really be expressing a very sexual outlife.
Who said anything about sex, sir?
I mean, you literally said you wanted to have gay schmacks.
No,
and
I
you couldn't
didn't. I didn't say I wanted to have fucking gay sex, you idiot. As a kid, I never said that.
The sexualization of the community is wild. Why the hell do people always... We don't do this to straight people. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, they act like we're all fucking sexual deviants and just walking around thinking about sex from day one. Like...
So what did you say, Tweener?
Yeah, I had crushes on other little girls as a kid.
I had crushes on boys. Nobody was fucking sexualizing that.
Yeah, but heterosexuality is normal.
No,
like, I don't know what
there you go. There's the point. That's exactly what I said earlier.
Because that's literally what Google says. Like, it's literally the definition of normal heterosexuality.
No, heterosexual, that's not normal. It is normal to have a variety.
GPT. Sir, that's Chat GPT. Come on.
This is Google AI overview, and it says the same thing.
Heterosexuality is normal, but so is being gay. Ask it if being gay is normal. I will.
Yeah, put that in there. Lola, put the same thing, but for homosexuality. And then
thank you for the gifts. Sorry.
Shut up. Yeah, your 3 fucking coins.
Are you mad? Like, why are you so angry?
It's going to be a 0 payout. Thank you for the gifts.
Yeah, like I had a serious question for you, Mel. Like, how was heterosexuality?
So the same thing. What? Shut up. Shush. I don't know what you're saying to me, but I'm busy. So the AI overview says that research has found that being gay, lesbian, bisexual is a normal variation of human sexuality and not associated with mental illness.
Oh, Mel, that's a great word you use because, like, if they're pushing, like, if I say something bad and it makes somebody unalive.
Wait, low life, can you concede? Hold on, can you concede? Oh my fucking God. Can you concede on the normal part?
Yeah, there's a higher rate of unalivement in your community, which unaliving, idol, is a mental illness. So the fact that
it's not,
that
it is a symptom. Self-unaliving ideation can be a symptom. Self-unaliving ideation can. Hi, hello.
Angry.
Self-unaliving ideation can be a symptom multiple. It can be a symptom of.
Yeah, I mean, being
multiple
is signs of being mentally ill.
Psychological disorders, as well as different medications, can also cause self-unaliving ideation.
Yeah, I'm disingenuous.
You are. Thank you for letting me know. Goodbye.
No.
Awesome.
I don't even notice that I do that, Tweener, until you're like, do the hi thing. I'm like, the what? No. I'm sorry. Because I just do it. I do it automatically because I'm trying to like keep like a level tone, and they just keep talking over me.
I didn't mean to distract you. I'm sorry.
No, it's funny. It's fine. Tim, hello.
Hello, guys. How are you doing?
All right. How old are you?
I'm 18 years old, born 2006.
Okay, cool. Should we stop pushing kids to be heterosexual?
No.
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 Why? Are you okay with harming kids?
No, because it's very normal for parents to raise their children how they been raised themselves.
Okay. Sure. So if my parents are serial unalivers, I should be one too. They should have raised me that way, or
you cannot. What's called? I'm bad at English. You cannot say that thing is the same as sexuality. You cannot compare it.
No. I'm challenging your logic. I'm not making a comparison.
You're literally comparing criminal activity.
I'm challenging your logic. I'm not comparing serial unaliving to heterosexuality.
You just did that.
Lock in. I just challenge your logic. Please answer.
What if you were raised as a pianist or what's called? Then of course you're gonna raise your children also to play piano.
And will they?
If they will.
Not necessarily.
Are you saying that the parents will do that? In fact.
No.
No, you can't prove that. Correct. And will it be received if it does happen? No, you can't prove that. Yeah, so your logic is illogical.
No, but is it bad for the parents to want the kid to play piano?
Okay, so being a piano player is not going to be something that's inherent to the child. So like allowing them, if you tell a child, like if a child wants to play a piano and you tell them that they can't, that could be harmful to the kid. But not in the same way that something that naturally developed in you that is being forced to suppress. So if you're assuming that a child is heterosexual and the child actually says to you, well, I'm not, I'm bisexual, why aren't you just accepting that?
Because there's multiple reasons.
Okay.
First of all, you of course would want to extend your bloodline.
Oh God.
Come on. You cannot, how can you disagree? How is that a bad opinion?
It's a terrible opinion to just have children to extend your bloodline.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons. Of course,
Okay,
it
cool,
has been like that
cool.
for
I got you. I got you. Are you saying that queer people can't have children?
If it's a female and male in sex, of course they can.
Right. Do you know what bisexuality is?
Yes.
Sure. Okay, that's queer people having children, but queer people can other queer people can still have kids.
If they are the same sex.
Sure.
No, then you can't extend your bloodline.
Oh, really? So you can't do IVF with your egg and someone else's sperm that isn't still yours?
Two males can't get children together, and two women cannot get
No, their
children
DNA is in their sperm. If their sperm is fertilized into another egg, that's still their bloodline.
Also, two men can have children if one of them is transgender.
But then it's not male. I'm talking about sex here.
It would still be two men.
Sure, a trans man can have a baby if their reproductive system is still intact.
Listen to me. I've talked a lot with transgenders, and they say sex and gender is not the same. So don't say, tweener, that male is still male, men is still men, because it's a difference.
Trans men are men.
Yeah, men, but not male. They're not male.
Right, but their sex is?
Their sex is still what they were born with.
Their sex is female. Females typically have a reproductive system.
Yeah, but if it's
females can, if the reproductive system is full working, they can have children. They can bear children. Therefore, a trans man can have children. Trans men are men.
But they're not male.
I didn't say they were male.
So if it's two male,
Their
and one
point
of them
is
a
they're
trans woman.
LGBT. They're LGBT and they are reproducing.
But if two males and one of them is a woman, a transgender, then they cannot extend the
Wait,
bloodline.
can I just ask you, because I fucking hate these conversations. Why do we care about how people are reproducing? And why do we care? Not everybody has to reproduce. It's not a fucking law.
It's a law.
What does it matter? What does it matter? There are enough people on this earth. There are enough people having babies. Why do you care?
Why wouldn't it's my bloodline? It's literally
Okay,
my
Tim,
party,
that's
my
you.
people. Of
Okay,
course I
great,
want to-
Tim.
You have
that's
kids.
you.
Knock your
That's
fucking
you.
self out. Have as
What?
many as you want. Go for it. Not everybody
I
has
am.
to.
No, I'm not forcing. You said one reason. I'm not saying like it's the main reason, or it's like.
Including your own children. Like, why do you want to put pressure on your own kids to have kids to continue your bloodline?
It's giving blood purity. It's giving blood purity kind of vibes. Yikes.
Why are you like seeing it like it's pressure to get children? It's normal to get children. It's no pressure in it. It's never been pressure in it.
Yeah, you can
No,
be
for a lot of
pressured to
people,
have
it is
kids.
pressure. There are a lot of people who don't want to have children, and you're so concerned about your bloodline. So let's assume that you actually have children, and your kids don't want to have kids. So then your pure little special bloodline is gone. This is a problem. People will have kids because they're expecting grandkids. Like, don't do that.
Oh, I just said it's one of the reasons. It's not like the biggest reasons. Like you are so mad for no reason.
No, because
I'm
that
saying.
hurts people. It hurts people. It hurts children. It
doesn't. Look, if you look in Africa and Middle East, it's not such thing as pressure, and like it's not a negative thing.
A lot of people are pressured. They shouldn't be pressured by other people to have children, especially if they can't have children, Tim.
Yeah, if it's like biological, of course. If they have like a sickness or something, then of course it is
I'm
what
not,
it is.
I'm
But
not saying
just
being gay is a bad thing, but being gay is biological, sir.
How is it? Is it like a genetic thing or something?
There are genetics that contribute to the development of sexual orientation and also brain structure differences.
Okay, and what do you want me to do with that information?
I'm just letting you know that being gay is also biological.
Yeah, some people were born with less chromosomes. It's still biological. It doesn't say it's not nature just because of that.
No,
that's not analogous. That's not analogous.
It is though.
So people are born gay. People are born gay. Let's put that out there. Do you agree or disagree with that, Tim?
I don't agree or disagree. I don't know anything about it.
Oh, so if you don't know anything about it, why are you giving us your opinion?
Opinion on what? I didn't give opinion on it. I just say, only because if it's true, it's the same with chromosomes. It's even if it's biological, it doesn't mean it's nature.
Chromosomes aren't nature.
Wait,
That's chromosomes.
is your argument that being gay is not natural?
Yeah,
He
yes.
said
In
he
nature,
doesn't
it
know.
isn't. In nature, it isn't. Don't kick me off. I know you are mad now.
Okay, that's completely inaccurate because there are thousands of species that
And why do
engage
they do
in like
that?
gay activities. So that's
And why
completely
do they
wrong
do
too.
that? Can you tell me why they do that?
Because nature is gay as shit.
No, because they dominate each other. That's what it boils down to. It's
No.
just domination.
There are penguins. No, Tim. There are penguins who have same-sex relationship. They literally have a relationship, as we human beings would define that.
Yes, and dolphins grape each other. Is that still nature?
No, Tim. I need you to address what I just said to you.
Yes, penguins.
Yes, nature.
And it's not domination. They don't dominate each other.
It's nature. It's
How
not
much-
about domination.
Okay,
They
and-
mate. Hold on, Tim.
Yes.
How are you going to understand what I'm saying when your lips are still moving?
Okay, I'm sorry.
They have a full relate. Oh, Mina, MVP.
Yay! W Mina. God, that shit's annoying.
Yeah, Natasha. He said grape. Which he's not incorrect on that.
Hello? You guys hear that?
No.
It's thunder.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah, it's loud. Joseph, how old are you? Hello? Joseph? Okay.
Hello.
Hello, how old are you?
I am 23, born January 8th, 2001.
All right. Should we stop pushing kids to be heterosexual?
Honestly, I think we should leave the kids out of it entirely. Like, let kids be kids. I understand the whole, like, kids want to express themselves the way they can, but let them do it on their own.
Okay. So then you agree?
And no, I don't, because it shouldn't even be a matter of discussion for kids. Like, it shouldn't be a thing.
Well, whether you like it or not, gay kids exist. We exist as children. Trans kids exist.
Well, no. I understand that. My sister's gay. Like,
Well, we can't say it shouldn't be a thing then because it is.
Well, no, I meant like the conversation shouldn't be a thing.
Why not?
Because why even bring kids into it?
Don't
Kids
talk
aren't
about
thinking
it.
about that at that age.
They're already in it, sir. I was a gay kid.
Okay, who brought them in it to, though? Was it an adult or was it a
My
kid?
brain, our brains, and our genetics.
Yeah, they're natural attraction.
What attraction is a kid having at that age to anything?
You keep saying at that age. At what age?
Did you have a crush on
The age you guys were talking about, like 10 and 12 years old.
Did you
No
have
one's feeling
crushes on
attraction at
other
that
little?
age.
Did you
Maybe
have
a crush for school, but that's it.
That's what we're talking about, genius.
Okay, you don't have to be rude.
No, because it just pisses me off when y'all act like we don't exist as kids. That shit is fucking
No one
annoying.
acts like you don't exist. You're making this all about you. You're trying to be a center of attention. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Tweeners' feelings are 100% valid. That when you have to
said they
constantly
weren't.
fight, when you have to constantly fight to get people to recognize that LGBTQ kids exist, it's exhausting.
No, I get that, and they do exist. I never said they didn't.
But just don't talk about it.
No, I mean, like, don't push it on people who don't bring it up.
What? So yeah, don't talk about it.
Essentially, I guess, then yeah.
If you don't talk about
If you want to compare it that way, then yeah.
And stay in the closet, and like what you
Yeah,
do in your
don't push
bedroom is
any
your business.
sexuality on
I don't want to
anybody,
hear about
period.
it. Yeah, I don't want to hear shit about
I
straight
don't
people
think I've
anymore.
ever
Then
seen
please.
anybody push heterosexuality on anybody or
Oh, really? You never heard of
homosexuality on anybody
ever heard of conversion therapy?
Yeah, I have. One of my friends went to it.
Oh, that's pushing people to be fucking
bingo.
Well, guess
Listen,
what?
hey.
Guess what? She was also from Russia. So try again. That wasn't in America.
Oh, okay. And according to the William James Institute, an estimated 300,000 children have been sent to conversion therapy. So try again.
What does that have to do with this?
Nothing.
God, you guys are dumb.
And 700,000 adults have been subjected to conversion
That's funny.
therapy.
What makes us dumb mornings? Oh, okay. I don't know if you know this, Morningstar, but conversion therapy is still legal in multiple states. So I don't know what Russia had to do with anything.